live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. I am Dr. Smith. We invite you to join us. You are always welcome to us. The chat with us. The number is 347-857-1192. Check us out on the website, which is www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. Also on Facebook. We go live, TikTok, Instagram, as well as YouTube television. We look forward to having you join us. We're going to make it do what we do. Let's get safe.
My, I'll praise him anyway. I am Dr. Larissa D. Smith, the host of You Need to Know, an exciting show that focuses on just life issues. This is WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. We have listeners and watchers in 45 countries and on 6 continents. We're aired tonight on Blog Talk Radio, and we want you to be, in essence, a part of it. And we want you to be interactive. Now, you can call into our chat line, which is 347-857-4192. Press 1, and I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location, and you can chat with Dr. Lowe as we talk about aligning your purpose, achieve your goals. Also, we're being broadcast on the web link as well, and that's www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. Our website is WVSW Radio, the Internet Station 23.wik.com. We have live broadcasts going on 5 devices. We want to give a shout out to each of these social media sites that are allowing us to work this out through their process. That is Facebook.com, Big Old Live, TikTok Live. And you can check us out by being a follower. Dr. L. Dialberto Smith on Instagram. We're partners with the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter in Greenville, Alabama. And their handle is Z Squad Greenville 1981. And on YouTube, you can check us out by subscribing and making sure you take advantage of the opportunity to get all the uploaded shows that we do, our episode. That's the Smithway Enterprises. So we look forward to communicating with you through those various sites. We thank you for supporting them. Give a shout out to Dr. Tam. It's Tam Rock 92. Thank you so much, Doc. I hope you had a good day today. I see a couple of the people coming in here. I saw and I'm going to have to give her a shout out because she served as one of the co-hosts and also been a guest on the show. Let me find her because I saw her a minute ago. That is Minister, I want to say Denise, which is what she go by. So I leave it like that. Denise Stephanie, Minister Denise Stephanie out of Berkeley, California. Thank you for joining us. She is goddess, gorgeous, 63. So give a shout out to Minister Denise for supporting what we're doing, also joining us from time to time on this broadcast. As well as we want to give a shout out to all of our listeners in the 45 countries. We actually had a new group of listeners come in, and I'm going to post and let you know what additional countries that we have on 6 continents. We're having them coming in. We thank each and every one of them that want to be a part of this. Having each one of these social media site broadcasting that bring more and more individuals to whenever we're being broadcast or going back and checking out our on-demand episode. We ask you to register. Register for WVSW Radio giveaways by sending your name and a means of transaction. Let's start with sending your name and why you need to send your name. We want you to register because hotel stay for 3 nights, 4 days, 5 nights, 6 days, as well as gift cards, gas vouchers, food vouchers, movie passes, along with car wash vouchers. We're giving away book bags because coming in January, we will be in some places starting a new year. A lot of people starting a new semester. We gave them out in September. We're going to give another crew an opportunity. We're going to give away 10 book bags full of all the supplies. We're going to just check with some of the districts and see what some of the supplies are. I still have connection. I'm excited because I retired from that area in education after putting a lot of years in. Matter of fact, 36 years, being blessed, 36.8, and still working in that setting at a university that's local. So I'm excited to be able to still work with young people. So we're going to make sure we have those book bags ready in January so we can start the new semester off. We ask for your name so you can we can put you in that canister and shake it up and see can we pull you out. Then we ask you to attach, we call a means of transaction. There's 4 means of transaction that we use to make sure we can send you what we call a look. Bear with us. It may say we having poor connection, but bear with us so we won't lose you. Hang with us and make sure that, stay with us. And sometimes it's just challenging, but we're excited about coming before you. So if you send your name, you can send it to Lorenza D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. We ask you to sow a seed of $1 with WVSW Radio station by sending it to Cash App $LORENZA D as in David SMITH, as well as PayPal Lorenza D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. So we're just really excited about having a chance to just make it do what it do. Being blessed to be here before you, God has blessed us. So if you want to sow a seed with us, we'll appreciate it. If you want to purchase a star, a badge, a carnation, or a like, or Betty, whatever you want to send, we appreciate you. One of the social media site and send. If you want to subscribe to YouTube television, our channel, the Smithway Enterprise, you have that opportunity to subscribe. And if you want to super chat, which the super chat is now open, and we want to make sure we have it available for those individuals that want to share their thoughts through super chat, which is live chat. Truly, it's a blessing to be here to be able to talk about another situation dealing with relationships or just dealing with individuals. See, the title is Aligning Your Purpose, Achieve Your Goals. And I want you to kind of think about that. Do you know what your purpose is, first of all? You can't align something you don't know. And everybody assume because they have fell into and been and worked hard and attained what's needed to academically perform, get the job, but is that your purpose? If you're aware of your purpose and understand your purpose, you need to align it so you can achieve your goals. Taking time to understand how to align your purpose or know what a purpose is in life, understanding what goals are, those are so important. So the title, Align Your Purpose, Achieve Your Goals. Some may think we have arrived, but that may be another purpose that God has for you. And God will put you in a position, but you have to become humble and stay humble. Don't get so outside of where you should be just because you sitting in a position that gives you power. Your purpose may not be in that position. You know, I mentor a lot of administrators as well as teachers, and I always talk about purpose. Working on a campus, being a supervisor, university supervisor that deal with interns, student interns, who's going to be the future teachers. I always talk about, why are you here? I always talk about, do you know your purpose? Are your goals realistic? These are the kind of questions I ask in the method class. These are the kind of questions I ask in the internship. Do you know your purpose? Are you still searching, even though you're into middle adulthood or later adulthood or beginning of early adulthood? You need to be able to work and understand your purpose. Sometimes it takes us a little longer. I always talk to my son and my youngest son. I always tell him that, just because you reach your age don't mean you have found your purpose. Just because you reach the age don't mean you're mature. What you have to do is take all your life experience and work your way up to, because my dad always told me when he was on earth and through our years, our foundation years, that, son, you will not be a grown man. And he always said, and I couldn't understand it, until your waist is at least 36, 32, 31, 30, 34. And that might not apply to everybody. Everybody not about to be a 36. But the point is, he was saying, you walk around now, when I was a lot younger, and I'm 20, around with that 30 waist and all that. And he always says, son, when you become 36, you become a man. And that's going to take you to get at least 32 or 33. So I tell my son the same thing. Then I begin to see my purpose in life when I reached that point. But before, it was just throwing things up on the wall and hoping they would stick. And a lot of times it was not sticking. So we have to understand that what purpose is. And once you understand what the purpose is, your purpose, you can then align it so you can achieve realistic goals. We're going to first start off about what does relationship purpose mean? Because see, Your purpose will allow you to be in a healthy relationship. Understanding, aligning your purpose, setting your goals to be in a healthy relationship. And we want to know what that means because a lot of people are not aware. See, the question is, what does purpose mean in a relationship? Because not only a romantic relationship, I think sometimes when we're talking, we're just focusing on romantic relationship. But just remember, there are other forms of relationships. You're in family relationship. You have friends that you call that's you in a relationship with. You have a workplace relationship. You have a church relationship. You have a community relationship. You have an organization relationship. And you need to be able to understand what is your purpose in this relationship. So as we focus on relationship purpose and its meaning, some believe that it refers to goals and reason why people are in a relationship. See, we're in a family relationship because biologically we are tied in by blood, but we still have a purpose in that relationship. We have to understand what's our reason, and no one can tell you that. You have to take time, and I always tell, do the pros and cons of life. Write down what's pro and write down what's con. Then you see where you are. You got more cons than you got pros. You need to make an adjustment. You have to understand that I need to seek some more understanding. So when we're talking about a relationship purpose, and we know it refers to goals and reasons people are in a relationship, or the shared meaning and culture that mates create together. That's the purpose of your relationship. To cultivate, to grow, you to experience, to expand to the point where you and your mate create something that is special. And when we talk about creating something special, the meaning simply saying refers to goals and reason. Let's look at goals. Understanding realistic goals about life allows you an opportunity to understand your purpose in life and your purpose in the relationship you are in. Your relationship with God, there's a purpose. Do you understand your purpose in your relationship with God? What goal that God, see, God has a plan. He has a plan for you. See, he put the plans in order. That's why you set goals to meet the plan. So the goals in a relationship simply refers to some people's purpose in a relationship. And it is to foster loving and supported relationship. Others focus on getting to know each other, discovering similarities. Why be in a relationship and not compatible? Why be in a relationship and not realizing that that mate or that partner have similarities to what you think? That leads you to easily set up lack similarities. You will not have a clear sight or understanding of your purpose in that relationship because you plan on working together. Also, it gives you an opportunity, goals in a relationship once you begin to understand your purpose, is that you learn about each other goals and dreams. See, that's what your purpose is in a relationship, to learn about your mate, learn about your partner, learn about your spouse. You can't know everything from the beginning. It takes time to find out the things you need to know so your relationship, your life can be the best life. Your relationship can be the healthy relationship. because you understand what is the purpose. What is my purpose? Because the way relationship works, individual bring that individuality to the relationship. You have your independency, you have your individuality, you have yours, the mate have theirs, but you have to come together to bring a relationship. Purpose. Truly is something we need to make sure we understand. Because once we understand, when we learn each other, we learn our goals and our dreams. We can meet the goals. They can help you meet your goals. You can help them meet their goals. You can help them get to the dreams that they have. They can help you because you can do it as a shared situation. Shared meaning is all about purpose in a relationship. See, the cultural that partnership creates together, or partners create together, or mates create together, which can be correlated with the level of intimacy in the relationship. The cultural, meaning that you take your goals, your dreams, understanding what you need to do together, taking your purpose, the reason, so you can create a culture between you and your mate to be together, which can be correlated with the level of intimacy. See, some way to create shared meaning, shared purpose, shared willingness includes celebrating events together. Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, graduations. Those are things that we need to be able to celebrate because we have created a shared meaning. Having routines, things you do separately, things you do together. Exercising together. That's a shared meaning that helps relationship prosper, puts it at a high level of intimacy. Personal growth. Relationship can provide companionship. Don't get into a relationship and say it's casual just to be in it. Have a purpose. Be intentional. I believe to be successful and have a healthy relationship, understand the traits, you got to understand the characteristics, and you have to be intentional about in that relationship. What is your intent? Is it just to have companionship? Or is it supporting personal growth? Is it contributing to the overall well-being? What is your personal growth you're looking for through the purpose of the relationship? If it's just companionship, you know, I was listening to the content person. It was rough what the person was saying. They said, well, buy your pet. It's your companionship. You got somebody, you can come home, they'll be waiting for you to get home. Understand your personal growth. Can you grow? Being anything outside of a relationship with another individual. So you can share. The next thing is support. See, when you're finding out your purpose in a relationship, you need to understand support. Some people think that is a joke. Not having the support of your mate, your partner, your spouse is tough. So you need to make sure that is part of your plan of action to be successful. That got to be your intent. See, support in a relationship can provide you an opportunity to grow together, especially during difficult times. It provides you the ability to deal with conflict when you have support. See, research suggests that people with high sense of purpose, I want you to think about this. People with higher sense of purpose tends to have more positive relationships outcomes. That's why when your purpose is, I'm in this, I got a purpose. I'm intentional. My intent to have a favorite outcome. You can have a positive outcome when you're intentional. Everybody don't deserve your time. Everybody don't deserve your time. I just want you to hold on to that thought. That everybody don't deserve your time. Because the time and energy are the two things that you control. No one else can make you do anything you don't want to do. As long as God wakes you up in the morning, you give him the praise. He gives you another minute, another hour of the day. That's what we call time. Anyone going to seize time from you is our Lord and Savior. Man cannot do that. The world cannot do that to you. No one deserves your time unless they put the work in. If they're not ready to put the work in, don't give them your time. You deserve the best. You know how to live your life the best way possible. But giving it to someone who don't deserve it is not the best. Also, putting the hard work in and your energy in. No one controls that. You control how much energy you put in whatever thing you see, your relationship, your work, your community, your church, your family. No one else controls that. See, you got the upper hand on that. So when you're talking about support, just always remember that you're pushing for a positive outcome. And the reason you want to push for a positive outcome, because there's more motivation put in or invested in a relationship to be successful and to deal with resolving conflict. See, the relationship purpose as it deals with support. The statement is we learn while we are in each other's lives. We learn while we're in each other's life. That's how we learn. We learn what level of compatibility. We learn standards. We learn others' values. We learn what we need to sacrifice in this relationship. We learn whether we are loved. We learn whether we want to spend time outside of our job and our home in the way of maybe traveling. We learn to share. We learn to be honest, trustworthy. We learn to love. As we conclude our part on purpose, We have to remember the purpose of love and relationships is to establish emotional connection. You must be emotionally stable to establish emotional connection. If you are not stable, you will not have a connection with anyone. Not worldly. See, God will place you in a position where you can be stable. You can be stable once you understand what is emotional wellness. Ask yourself, are you emotionally well? See, once you understand the purpose of love and a relationship is to establish emotional connection, provide companionship, support personal growth, continue contributing to your overall well-being. You must know whether you are stable or mature in your well-being. That's mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually, financially, and psychologically. Are you stable or are you mature? You can't be in a relationship and have a purpose when you're not stable or mature in the well-being. Also, as the purpose of love and relationships, we see that facilitating procreation. A lot of time we procreate with people we never created with. You need to know your purpose. Don't create because of companionship. Have a purpose. Because through your purpose and your understanding of your purpose, to be able to set goals and so on, you'll be able to foster the intimacy you need to be able to connect with that person and procreate and have a positive situation. We have to bring children in positive situations. We have to stop being selfish. You have to understand the choice I make, the choice you make, have to be good choices. Because don't change it. It makes it worse. Understanding your purpose, understanding their purpose is meaning in a relationship. Let's give a shout out to our first sponsor. I'm always excited to play this young man because his sponsorship, he's always been there with us, and I thank him so much. This is TriStat LLC, Mr. William Scott. I want to thank Mr. Scott for supporting what we're doing. So we want to play his advertisement.
TriStat LLC, ensure your bill. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC meets your consulting needs in the industry of engineering, accounting, research, and management training sector. Contact William Scott at 334-720-5438 or 334-526-0228.
Mr. William Scott, TriStat LLC, the consultant firm that meets your consulting need. Located, got 2 offices, location, one in Selma, Alabama, and another one in Montgomery, Alabama. If you want to connect with Mr. Scott, he do not help write grants. What he do, his organization administrates grants for local government and personal for your organization, and set you up so you can have an awesome presentation to receive the grant for whatever time frame it was in the future. Give him a call at 334-320-5438. That's Mr. William Scott, TriStat LLC, or go to Facebook, type in William Scott. It'll populate the information and you connect with Mr. Scott. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. He will be able to work with you, work with your organization. So give him a shout, Mr. William Scott. As we move forward, we want to know how to create purpose in a relationship. We'll talk about all the things that are included in a relationship, but we want to know how to create a purpose. I just want you to think about, how have I been creating a purpose in the relationships I've been in, or the one I'm in right now? How do I know the purpose? What do purpose mean in my relationship? So to create purpose in a relationship, what you have to do is see a part of yourself in your mate, your partner, or others. See a part of yourself. That is the compatibility. That is the connection. See, one of the things I always talk with individuals when they want to ask about relationship, I say a relationship will never work unless when you first met that person, there was a connection in it. Connection does not grow on you. You have to have that connection from your inner self. Yes, our souls and our heart have touched when there's a connection. And then once you know that there is a connection where that person is a part of you, you have to believe in each other. That's how you create purpose. You have to know and see from it's just a vision that comes about. When you meet someone, you feel that connection and you know they're a part of you. You ever been in a situation when you say, you run across something and then you say, wait a minute, I've experienced this before. I've been here before. Because that's that vision God bless you with. When you're dealing with his children, when you're dealing with each other, when he's dealing with his children, which you are one of them, he puts that vision in you and he connects you with people like-minded. You may not be ready for them right there, but they connect you. Like they say, we always looking for someone, it's a soulmate and all this. You got to remember, it's all about a connection. And it's by God's doing. It has nothing to do with anybody else. See, your heart and soul must connect. You should operate from your inner self, not your outer self. See, when we talk about creating purpose, we just like you loving someone to believe in you. You want someone to believe in you. They'll believe in you because they connect with you. You always have to take responsibility of being that person for your partner so you can connect. You can find that compatibility. And that connection is unconditional. It allows you understanding that's the purpose of this relationship, where you both connect with each other, believe in each other, love someone, take responsibility, be unconditionally, set goals is the first step of actualizing your dreams and helping you understand your purpose. That's the way you created the purpose. See yourself a part of someone else. or that person, believe in that person, love someone, and knowing they believe in you, take responsibility, accountability, be unconditional, make a commitment unconditionally. Then set goals so you can actualize your dreams, your purpose, the relationship. Do you need to have a purpose of a relationship? Do we need to have a purpose when we're dealing with a relationship? Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. I want to thank Soap Gems from Jackson and Grace for supporting what we're doing. Couldn't ask for anything. Whenever I call to connect with them, they make sure they're there to help with whatever we're doing. We thank them. Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace.
The best soap and perfume scent in South Central. Contact Soap Gel by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Ms. Jennifer Jackson. Contact number 251-369-1344. Or go to Facebook. Type in Jennifer 1N Jackson or Charlie's Angel. There's several items like bombshells, tenants of a lifetime, lovers, straight savage, manpower, big lotion, and calming lavender sea salt. So now, again, that number is 251-369-1344. So Tim by Jackson and Grace.
Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. Jennifer Jackson, the owner. They are known as having the best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama. Check them out. They pop up in various areas. They have pop-up stores and do things online. They can work with you with their products. Several you just heard mentioned, but you can give her a call at 251-227-1885, a personal number. Or go to Facebook, type in Jennifer with 1N, Jackson, or Charlie Angel. It'll populate her information and you can communicate, DM her, and you can have that conversation. Find out what the inventory that's available. I have several of the products around here that I promote, and I really appreciate them being a part of this and sharing with us. As we look at, do we need to have a purpose of our relationship? We really need to have a purpose of being in a relationship, a purpose of where you want the relationship to go. See, first, it's essential to understand whether having a specific purpose in a relationship is necessary or if it's not. See, I feel that a relationship begin and start should not be driven by a specific purpose. See, some connection naturally form based on your liking and involvement with someone. So you make friends because you like them. You make friends because it's you want to be around and be involved with. But sometimes meeting someone is determined by faith. By faith. Not faith, it's fate. It's different. See, it's just two individuals who path cross. That's what it is. So you can't automatically have a specific purpose when your paths is crossed. I use this when I'm talking about relationship and the tier relationship. There's tiers in relationship. See, when you meet someone, which is called the associate stage, some people in my love cafe call it the lust stage, they may catch your attention. You may say hello. But this is not a time to be saying what I want out of this because you don't know the person. Now, tier 2 is the acquaintance stage. You feel a need when you run across them again to give them a way to communicate with you outside of running into you as they did by fate. So you give them, that's the acquaintance stage. That's when you need to be understanding, why am I interested in connecting with that person? Because we have some kind of connection, and that connection allows you to be intentional. Like the purpose here for me being in a relationship is not going to be just for companionship. My purpose is that I have an intention that I want to meet in the future. The intention they get a favorable outcome. See, this is when you start talking. This is when you want to know. You call those 500 question time. See, this is a time, whether you do it by video, whether you do it by a virtual, whether Zoom, whether you do it by a phone call, or whether you do it wherever you set up to do it. You need to understand that your path is crossing for a reason. But in the process, once the path crosses and you get into the acquaintance stage, whatever occurred is in regards to whether you want to be new, bring about a new beginning. So we have to be aware that these relationships should start with a specific purpose, because then your genuine involvement in the relationship might be compromised. That's why you put it out on the table. This is the intent. Let the person tell you what their intent. Then it takes time to think about it. Once you think about it, the decision to move to the next step of the tier we call friendship. You know that ain't set up by no romance. You see where it's not in the first three. See, we have to not allow just needing companionship to lead you to the romantic, the sexual, intimate part. You need to go through the process. Just like you do when you go to the restaurant. You get there, as we said in our love cafe, in that associate state, it's a love state. You get there and they offer you the appetizer, the starter. They always said offer you some kind of beverage to purchase as well. Then you move from the associate, the lust, the appetizer, and the starter to the entree. The entree is that you look at the menu and say, what do I want? So that's that time you're thinking in the acquaintance stage. We're getting acquainted to see whether I want to be in this relationship. What is the specific purpose of me being here with you? It triggers over to the friendship. And the friendship is that let me see what you're really all about. We're going to go out on a date. We're going to spend some time. We're going to talk on the phone. I'm going to be seeing whether you dictate. So when you're looking at need to have purpose, you need to know what you want out of it. Whether you want to be genuinely involved with it or just want to be casual. Today in the modern dating world, you have something called a hookup. We're in a hookup society. It's easy to hook up. That way you won't have to have a purpose. The purpose might be just to hook up, but you won't have to have any outcome, positive, because you want to just hook up and move on. You're better than that. Don't fall for it. Your time is valuable. Your energy is yours. If you waste time and energy, the outcome you're looking for will not be what you think it's supposed to be. Let's make sure we focus on how important the purpose of being serious or serious about a relationship. That's why having a purpose when you decide to be serious, which is moving from the friendship stage to the romantic stage, you're talking about, I'm set for an outcome. And I want it to be successful. See, it's so essential because now you have reached this phase of romance where you no longer take the relationship casually. But before you move forward, you need to identify the ultimate goal and your purpose of your relationship. Remember I say you talk about what's the intent. What's your intention? Your intention is what? Your intention to be married? Then we can start moving toward the friendship, the romantic, and setting goals and specific purpose. Or are you just interested in a short-term casual fling? Or you really want that lifelong journey? See, you have to understand the purpose. You see, when you have a clear understanding of the purpose of a relationship, it's not necessarily about eventually turning a relationship into marriage. It's envisioning a happy ever after life in the long-term aspects. Yes, you have to envision it. You envision your goals. See, we go from purpose, aligning your purpose, to achieving your goals. That's what you want to make sure you do. Your life is important. Don't get caught up in the me first world. You will not be at peace. There will be no joy. Because it'll be more taking, never giving. It may sound easy to hear, but it requires hard work. Because you want to turn this into reality. So we want to achieve our goals. What does achieving goals mean in a relationship? Give a shout out to our next sponsor. I really think this team is. It's always good to be able to communicate with them because we got some awesome things going on. This is Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. I want to thank that team for really just putting the work in. This is the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama. So I know you might be in the northern or Atlantic coast state, whatever you want to travel, go down to northern Florida, or you could go to South Florida. So maybe swing over and check out on I-65 Alabama and see what they're talking about. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. So let's check out their advertisement.
Looking for home cooked food in a family-friendly environment? Well, what's no better than Mary Ruth's? Mary Ruth's Restaurant, located at 261 State Highway 106 in beautiful Georgiana, Alabama. Great food in a family-friendly environment. Mary Ruth's Restaurant offers home-cooked breakfast. All the fixings, you name it, but it's got it. And not just home-cooked breakfast. Home-cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Mary Ruth's Restaurant specializes in a meat and 3 vegetables meal. And meat and 3. Also, home-cooked till 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Lunch from 11 till 2. And dinner from 5 until 9. Barbecue Saturdays begin at 11 a.m. and last until 9. Mirror Roots Restaurant in Georgiana. Home cooked food with a family-friendly environment. Come on from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama is located at 261 State Highway 106 West, Georgiana, Alabama. Also, the co-owners, a member of the Blue and White family, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Brother Marvin Lala Smith and his wife, Sarah Pastor Katrina Roper Smith. You can connect with them by giving them a call. It's 334-549-0950, or you can go to Facebook, type in Marvin Smith, the pop information. Type in Katrina Roper Smith, to populate her information, but it all ties in about Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Check them out. The best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama. We're talking about in a relationship, and we're talking about aligning our purpose, achieve our goal. Align our purpose, achieve our goal. You have to ask yourself, what is achieving goal mean in a relationship? See, achieving goal in a relationship could mean strengthening your emotional connection with your mate and building a foundation for a healthy relationship. See, goals can help you and your mate work together to sustain and enhance your relationship. Relationship goals often include supporting each other personal growth and dreams. The mutual engagement help each partner or mate to not only grow as individual, but also bring new energy and experience into the relationship, keeping the dynamic fresh and evolving. Relationship goals characterize various action, or couples themselves. That displays a depth of connection someone want in their own love life. That's what characterizes relationship goals. You are in the deepest connection with your mate, and you find out what they want in their life. See, these goals can be heartfelt or playful. And the term is often used to comment on others' social media. Just think about that. Do you ever see that? Someone put on there about goals. Is it heartfelt or is it playful? Just a thought. So can you achieve those goals while being in a relationship? See, when two individuals in a relationship are highly interdependent, they pursue their goals as self-regulatory units, meaning you're going to thrive to meet your goals. And once you find out what the goals are to thrive, you can thrive in it. See, individuals may not only pursue goals that are self-oriented, but also goals that are related to their partner. That's shared goals. See, having realistic goals plays a bigger part in the success of a relationship. Having realistic goals. You can achieve your goals while being in a relationship. In fact, a supported partner, just remember this,
can often significantly help you reach your goal by providing emotional encouragement, practical assistance, and accountability, making the process easier and more fulfilling. When you have shared goals and you have independent goals, support each other. It requires you to do that to achieve your goals. And especially important when those goals are related to your relationship. Working together as a team to achieve your goals can make your relationship stronger, more intimate, and help keep both of you growing. That's how you want to achieve your goals. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, Lena Payton Webb, Blue Impressions Publishing, LLC.
Share your inspiring story with the world? Look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing, veteran owned by author Lena Payton Webb, offers comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpressions.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing, where inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
Blue Impression Publishing, LLC, Dr. Lena Payton Webb, member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We give a shout out. She's been recognized as the 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. We truly thank you so much, Doc, for being a part. You can give her a call as Dr. Webb at 833-951-2665. We want to give a shout out to Mr. Stallworth for the L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, and then we'll get ready to close out.
That's right, hard work. Check out L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, expert in South Chicago. For information, Stallworth and
L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, Mr. Anthony Stallworth. Matter of fact, Brother Anthony Stallworth, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter in Greenville, Alabama. He's the Medicare expert in South Central Alabama. So we thank you so much for Mr. Stallworth and your team for supporting what we're doing. If you want to connect with Mr. Stallworth, you're in South Central Alabama. That's 334-300-7401. Thank you so much. L&T Lawn Service, L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC. As we move forward, we're going to close out. We have one more advertisement to play, but also share with our next show. We're down about, really, we're going beyond 4 minutes beyond the time, but we're going to get there by closing out in the next 5 minutes. What does relationship goals and purpose look like? See, the goals impact, encompass all the aspects of the relationship, from the way you and your partner communicate, resolve conflict, to how you support each other's personal growth and individual aspiration. See, your goals might be immediate, like establishing a regular date night to ensure quality time together. See, purposeful relationship is one where people benefit from knowing each other. So you ask me, what is the purpose in a relationship? It must be purposeful. See, I'm not talking here about transactional. You need to be able to recognize a transactional relationship, a reciprocal, a quid pro quo relationship. I'm not talking about that. Where I do something because I expect you to do something for me. It's all about connection, establishing emotional connection, feeling valued, feeling fulfilled, growth, supporting each other, personal and professional growth, communication, improving communication, and discussing expectations for the future. Trust, build trust, and mutual respect. Respecting each other, independence and privacy. Compromise, being able to compromise and negotiate when there are disagreement, agree to disagree, and then compromise with where you're going to go, coming to the middle. And last but not least, safety. In a relationship to have purpose, you must have safe boundaries, you must have secure boundaries, you must have safety. Feeling physically safe and not being forced to do things that make you uncomfortable. That's safety. That's purpose. Those are relationship goals and purpose, and that's how you can identify the purpose. You know what it looked like if you look at those things right there, whether it's a purposeful relationship or whether you know what the goals are they realistic goals. It was awesome coming before you tonight, and always to be able to communicate with it. We want to give a shout out to a few people while we get ready to play our music to close it out and play our last sponsor. Fee, thank you so much for joining. Mazo, thank you so much. Light in your H. We also have Bello. We have Simenya. We also have DJ Jean Mary, Bob. That's Keith, Baby Signal Fraternity. All right, Bob. Blue Five. We also that's Keith B. Therapist. We have My Fresh. We have a user. We have the Oneski. We have Chico. Chi Portable. We have Horizon. We have Rohaston, Emmanuel, V, Miss Sassy V. We have D1, Crash Out, Larry. We have D Muttertons. We have Miss I Have Question 2. Thank you so much. JD Bright, Donna, Miss Crystal. We have Rise J, Cardinal 913. Give a shout out Andrews, A, Bone, Zepito. We also have LaFila DeMar, Audrey White, Elaine, thank you so much. User, Madame, C Madame, J.N. Raymond, Thank you so much. Amazing underscore Lee. Thank you so much. Amazing. Gordon, 1914, a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. That's Gordon K. Brother Gordon K. Thank you so much. 1914. Kirby Gordon. John Pettigrew. Shirley, thank you. Angel Martin, 513. Counting Billow, thank you so much. Donald Fowler, Ruby Lewis, another user. We have Gene, thank you, Gene. Shepherd, user. Cool underscore Granddad. Gordon, thank you so much. Sharon Hunter, Abe, Fish, Big Daddy, Madeline Jean, Benita Trotter, 73, Chantel, thank you, user, it looked like one, Elf, Chanel, Matthew, Joanna, E. Bullock, Big L, thank you so much, Big L. We have, again, Sachita, Gladys, Matt, Silk, Lon, Take It or Leave It. Thank you so much. We got a few more in here. Marlon, Michael, Will, Chris France, Rose, with Godly Gorgeous, 63, Marley, Clint, Nikki, Delfred, a user, Ness, Donald, Outlaw, Ronald, thank you so much, Nathaniel, Rose, Floyd, Nicola, Sunshine Philly, thank you so much, Duke, White Wit, thank you. We got about a few more just been added. We'll go down to the bottom and give a shout out to those individuals. Just added. Thank you so much. All right. Chris Netta, Chris Nita, thank you so much. We also have Cynthia Nelson, Dirty Santis. We have TikTok Hip Hop. We also have Light in Your H. Thank you so much. All of those individuals. Then we give a shout out to a couple of them over here. We got Telegraph at Go698. We have Anna. Thank you so much. Anna is following me. Thank you so much, Anna. We have Abuka Car. Thank you so much for joining us. Tracy, Queen B. Thank you. Sharon. His name is D. Also, we have Cynthia Nelson, 22. We also have Clara. We have Jesse. We also have Jawan. We have Monique. We have Rakim. Those individuals, thank you so much for joining us and being here. It's good evening to you as well, Chris Nita. Thank you so much. As we get ready to close out, I want to thank you all for being here, being a part of our show today. You need to know it is good to have an opportunity to dialogue with you, as well as an opportunity to talk about aligning your purpose, achieve your goals. Those things can happen, especially in your relationship. If you hadn't had success, don't always blame it on the other person. Check yourself out. Are you aligning your goals? Are you aligning your purpose? Or are you able to achieve the purpose? Are you able to achieve the goals? Truly, you need to think about that in a relationship. I can share with you. On tomorrow, we have an awesome show planned. And I'm so excited about that because it's the Love Cafe. And see, whenever you're dealing with the Love Cafe, you have to kind of remember it is focusing on a menu of love. And we're going to focus on relationship tomorrow. The time is 5 o'clock. We're going to keep our shows pretty much at 5 o'clock. So you'll know at 5 o'clock, turn it on. It's Central Standard Time, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're on the East Coast, that's 3. On the West Coast, it's 3 o'clock. And if you are in England, it's 6 hours different. If you are in the Middle East, it's 8 hours different. But truly, thank you so much for supporting what we're doing. As we get ready to close out, truly want you to understand that those brothers of Phi Beta Sigma has been here through the journey. And I guys for doing what they're doing. This Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, they say they are the most progressive chapter in Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. We'll give a shout out again to Dr. Tam. That's Tam Rock 92. Dr. Tam, thank you so much for supporting and being here. It's good to always look up and see you a part of it, whether you're on TikTok or whether you're on. Thank you so much for supporting RC on Facebook. God is so good, and I'm so thankful for you, Sarah. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you so much. Let us close it out with the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. I want to tell you all I love you all from my heart. And I want you to make sure you be safe, take care of yourself. We'll see you on tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. with the Love Cafe. And I want to say it before we close out, I love you and ain't a thing you can do about it.